This, okay, now as you're kind of glancing around looking at the entire room, there is some mold. The mold that is on the skeleton, you know that it is poisonous. All right, there's a lot of spores kind of growing up, you know, the puffers and stuff. Now, there's two types of puffers in here. The puffers and the mold that's on the skeleton, that is poisonous. You know for a fact. And then there's a bunch of other puffers around the room that are edible. And those are all the other puffers that's not on that skeleton.
All right, I'm going to hand this vial of antitoxin to Zeus to drink.
Oh.
I'm going to put this back in the
link it in
the party sheet.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that'll be good too. Good idea.
I already have one. Can I just put 2 next to it?
Sure, yeah. A creature that drinks this vial of liquid gains advantage on saving throws against poison for 1 hour. Beautiful. I love it when players remember that they have stuff in their inventory. So Zeus, you're going to drink one of these antitoxins?
Would I know if I could burn the fungus off?
Possible. But you could damage the weapon as well. Yeah.
Sure, I'll drink one. Thank you. Glug, glug, glug.
Don't drop it.
I use both hands and my tail.
So, let me ask you this. For future reference, does anyone have an alchemist kit?
I do.
If you are,
and I'm proficient.
If you're proficient in it, maybe you could try to gather some of this off of it to make maybe a potion later on down the line.
Yep.
Yeah, don't forget to do stuff like that as well. All right, so you're gonna grab that. You want to get that helmet, and you want to get that that lance, don't you, Zeus? That lance has got neon lights above it. There's a neon light saying, "Zeus, this is yours, buddy."
Well, they probably already told them that, just be careful in case these pop and the spores go everywhere. So
yeah, you can.
I grab it.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Zeus.
How do I grab it? I just say I grab it.
Okay, all right. Barlin, you can get 1 dose worth of. You can get enough like residue, fungus residue, to make 1 poisonous potion. So you'll add that onto your sheet, and during like a long rest, you can make a poison. Now go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. In fact, I can give it. I can get. Do you want to do it, or do you want me to give it to you?
Who does it?
Zeus, it's up to you. I can give you the saving throw, or you can do it, but it's going to be a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I'll do it. That's fine.
Okay, Constitution saving throw.
Power or not?
With advantage.
No. Yep, with advantage. Oh, you are so lucky, dude. You are so lucky. You resist it, but you're still going to take a little bit of damage. So let's give you really quickly.
Unless I can use that D6 on that.
You're successful, but you're still going to take half the damage regardless. So.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, because a burning sensation fills your nostrils and stuff as a bunch of these things kind of puff out. So let's give you a little bit of damage. We're going to give you 3 damage. So you can go ahead and do 3 poison damage. You can just add 3. And now you grab the lance and you grab the helmet. Very nice. The lance is beautiful. It has all kinds of etchings on the blade and whatnot. On the point.
Anybody know what this is? Magic? Or just plain old fancy lance?
The helm has a signet on the front of the helm, and it is a complete steel helm, but the symbol's made of silver. You probably get about 100, and that silver is probably worth about 100, 110 gold or somewhere around there.
Does it look magical?
Sure, I guess it does look magical, maybe. You don't know, though.
Could I detect magic on it?
You can cast Detect Magic, yes. You gonna burn a slot, or are you gonna do a 10-minute ritual?
10-minute ritual.
Alright, you start setting up your ritual. What is everybody else doing during these 10 minutes? Anything in particular?
You said there were some other puffers and stuff in that room.
There is.
They were edible.
Oh, I tell them those are edible. There's no worry about picking them.
So we gather some more of those and maybe get some more of the stuff for some more with my alchemist kit.
Well, the edible ones, yeah, you don't need to use your alchemist kit. Zeus can pretty much point out all of those, so you guys can get like an extra day's worth of rations, so everybody can add. Well, actually, don't even worry about it because you just had a long rest. So instead of deducting a ration, just leave it the same. Because the mushrooms that would have added another ration, you'll just deduct it anyway. So, but yeah, to the south. There's another corridor. There's another skeleton, but it's not as encased with this mold and other puffers and fungi sticking off of it. Doesn't look like it has any kind of armor or weapons or anything like that.
C's, why don't you step forward and take a closer inspection since you got protection for an hour from that stuff?
Yeah, good use of the antitoxin. It's nice to see people using that stuff. Nothing looks like the skeleton doesn't have anything of any value. Some old tattered leather that's not worth anything. It's been decaying over time. However, there's another poisonous patch in here that Barlin could make his way back here to try to use his alchemy kit to get another dose or possibly more, depending on his roll. But of course, if he fails, then it could trigger it as well. If he doesn't have a steady hand. Nice job. Roll me a d4.
All of these are freaking with disadvantage too.
Wow. You find 2 more doses worth of components for a poison. So you found a total of 3. And then this ends. It doesn't look like it travels any further. So it looks like you guys have 2 more ways to go. There's an entrance that's going south from the Y. And then there's another, the Y. And then over here, there's another corridor that's going south. So you can kind of backtrack a little bit, or you can continue on the current path that you're on. Up to you, adventurers. Up to you.
I say we continue.
All right. No need to backtrack.
What about the result of that detect magic?
After 10 minutes goes by, the helm is not magical. The lance is magical. It does have an aura of magic that is surrounding the entire lance. It is definitely magical.
And I cannot discern what that magic is yet, can I?
Not with if you want to use an identify slot, yeah. An identify spell. Or on a short rest, you can also figure out what something is.
Z's, did you want to skin the bear or leave it for later to skin?
I'll get it on the way out.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you do an Arcana check. Dag. Maybe you can just kind of look at the runes that are etched on the pointed blade.
My roll, and I'm not sure I'll be able to nail it.
Well, that was good enough. I was looking for a 15. It's a lance of the first circle. So basically a +1 lance.
Would anybody like a lance +1?
Actually, I think it should go to these.
I hold it close to my body and growl at everybody.
Nice. The helmet, like I said,
Or should I say yes?
it's a steel helmet, very well made. Doesn't add any kind of armor class bonus or anything, and it has like a symbol, like something that's written in Dwarvish on the front, on the top of the helm, and it's of silver. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and identify this lance, and I'm going to give this lance to you.
What do the Dwarvish ruins say on the front of the helmet?
It says, let's see. It just talks about the forge, actually. It has like the maker's mark, Durrigan. Basically made by Durrigan. Anybody remember who Durrigan is?
The smith.
Yeah, I was going to say, Garkin, you should know this. Yeah, he's the one that actually trained Rurok, Spleen Splinter, back in Oakhurst. So yeah, you guys are on the right path. Ooh.
I bet Rurok would like that helmet.
Yeah, that would be possible. He would probably like that. But then again, you'd probably like the 110 to 125 gold that it would be worth as well. Or
we could use that to barter with him to do something with his bear skin.
Yeah, or the dragon skin. Well, he's not really a tanner, but he's gonna take that dragon scale hide. He's gonna make some armor out of that. I'm gonna have fun doing that in the Fantasy Grounds Forge. That'll be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna put like 20 things in it. No, I'm just kidding. Plus 12 Vorpal. Vorpal armor.
Vorpal armor.
That ain't even gonna exist. I'm just having fun. Art adventures.
Gutbuster
Continuing
Brigade.
on. Yeah. Huh.
Where do I find that
Going
lance?
south. The lance should be on your sheet now. It's let's see. Inventory. I don't even see that lance on your inventory. Where did it go? It went somewhere. Yeah, it said it was added to Zeus. I'll get it added to you. What do you guys want to keep going down to the south? I don't know why that didn't add. Kind of weird. Never seen that happen before. So this is something that Rurok kind of explained. A great cavern with a faint phosphorescence type of glow. And as you enter this room, the ceiling ascends up to 40, 50 feet. And there's all kinds of twinkling. Looks like stars almost. Almost looks like the nighttime sky. But as you get a little bit closer of a look, it's a very dark charcoal gray type of rock with a bunch of like minerals and stones that are embedded that are twinkling like the nighttime sky. And then there's all kinds of patches of fungi that's dotting the floor as well. Open this up a little bit more for you. Over to your left-hand side as you come in, Garkin, there is a ledge that you can see. Goes up about 10 foot or so. Open up some more over here for you. Can't wait till line of sight, guys. I cannot wait until line of sight. This is going to be great. I hear someone's mouse wheel.
That's mine. I'm trying to get my token a little smaller.
More of those glowing puff balls, the edible ones. There's a high ledge over to your left-hand side, 15, 20 feet. You guys move in a little bit more, and you can see some other ledges as well. And you can see a stairwell, an earthen stairwell, that's in this massive cavern over to the southwest. And it ascends up about 20 feet or so.
I'm going to sneak over here and have a gander over the lane.
Okay.
Let's gather those pods for some more rations.
You guys can get another couple days worth of rations out of here, everybody.
Can I walk through this without dying?
Oh yeah, I would have told you otherwise. For sure, you can. See another ledge down here to the south? Yeah, it's another ledge, Garkin.
So we're on a sunken portion of this cavern. Is basically everything's above us, right? These ledges.
Yep, that's pretty much what it looks like, yeah. And then, like I said, the walls and what part of the walls you can see in the ceiling. Yes, it is the Glitterheim, is what you were described by Rurak. See another stairwell that's going up. Well, actually, it's going down, and it's to the south. Over here to the east, you can see the corridor still continues. And like I said, these high rises that are all around you, they're 15 to 20 feet high. There's some to the north, to the south, and on the west. Like I said, there's a couple narrow passageways on the west and southwest.
I'm bringing to Garkon's attention, this would be a great killing zone. We should be careful.
And over to the west, because you're closest over there, Barlin, you can see that above this ledge that goes up about 15, 20 feet, it looks like the cavern continues. And of course, there's a flight of stairs, natural earthen, well, not natural, they're carved, but the earthen stairs are actually going up to this area that is extending off to the west.
All right. Well, we're gonna turn to everybody and basically ask which way they want to go, because we got all kinds of options here.
You have a bunch of options, yeah. You do.
I'll let everybody know what I see over here to the west. And before we head down, we probably should go up a little bit.
What do you mean? Oh, just go up to the west, go up the stairs?
To the west.
Yeah, it's up to
Yeah,
you.
I agree going west.
So we're gonna climb these stairs.
All right, so as you guys get up to the edge and you ascend up the stairs, this is actually a pretty interesting area, because as you're getting up to the top of this stairwell and you can see the interior chamber, it is a part of this massive cavern that you're in. And as you get up, it kind of is illuminated a little bit better than where you were. And you actually rise up almost 50 feet. And then you can start to see all kinds of like crystals coming out of the western wall. And there's like a very soft, eerie light. And all of a sudden you can see all kinds of delicate stone structures and stuff that are kind of all around this room. And they're very large. There's a couple dozen of these, and they're like sepulchres or almost sarcophagus, and they're lining the entire walls. And let me open this up for you guys. Let me give you guys a quick peek at this. And there are a bunch of them. Yeah, there's quite a few. Yeah, they are. They're about 10 feet. I mean, these aren't your run-of-the-mill sarcophagi. I mean, these are actually pretty large. And there's a couple dozen of them, Garkin. And they're large. They're made of stones. And all of these things are carved with all kinds of intricate designs. And looks like some even have the individuals carved onto the top of the lids. There's all kinds of dwarvish runes all over the place with the names of the individuals inside.
It's obviously a dwarven burial ground.
That's what it looks like, for sure. There's a total of 23 of these things.
Well, I'm not going to mess around with any tombs.
Jared, you can actually... I'm sorry about that. Barlin, you can actually see that there's a couple of them that have some sayings in Dwarvish. Actually, you see 3 coffins. And I will go ahead and tell you. You want me to go ahead and tell you out loud, or do you want me to put it in? Let's go ahead and use the... okay, oops. Never mind. There's 3 names. Borgol the Old, Garin Orkdoom, and Numek the Unlucky. And there's a couple of other, there's the Occupant's Death, on not only these, but on all the other sepulchres as well. And there is a warning inscribed into one of these, basically telling you that death will follow if you open any of these sarcophagi.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to deface this dwarven area anyway.
Rourke wouldn't be very happy if he knew if we came back with stuff that might have come out of one of these.
Yeah, and even though I'm not like the perfect priest, I respect the dead.
And as you're kind of getting you guys are going around the room, Dag and Z's and everyone, you can see that this corridor connects to the river where you guys were at over to the northwest. And there's another chamber that is kind of blocked by some rubble. But it looks like it opens up into another chamber to the west. And it's about 15 foot or so. So you have to climb up this rubble because you can see the roof kind of extend in. And as you climb up, you get to about right here or so, Garkin, you can see that this is acting as like a dam to hold the water in. And you can see like a small pool in another room. Now, well, that's if you... why don't you give me a perception check as well, Garkin? Yeah, because as you get to the top, you notice that there is quite a few troglodytes in this chamber. You can see a half a dozen. And they're just kind of walking around. They have weapons and whatnot. They don't notice you looking over that small little dam. But there are a few troglodytes in here, that's for sure.
All right. Well, I'll back up and mention to Barlin that there's more troglodytes in there.
Yeah. And that was just in one little area that you had seen.
Yeah, let's see if we can find a better way to gain access to them. That would be really difficult.
Wow, they've actually gone through a lot of
Hey,
this
Dave,
map.
I'm up standing by this one
I'm super
sarcophagus.
stoked.
Is there? It looks like there's something behind it. Can I get around it without opening it?
Sure, yeah. It's just like a little an alcove.
So there's nothing back there?
No, it just ends. I just didn't open it up all the way. It's just like a little alcove that's set into the rock.
Are all of these sarcophagi closed?
They are. Every single one of them.
All right. I'd point out that definitely we don't want to mess with these with the warning that's on them because we don't need to get hurt before we face the next encounter.
But this could be the next encounter.
So it could be.
That's a very good point. It could be. That's a very good point.
Think of the fun we'd have.
Yeah, Dag's almost died twice. Why not go for a third?
Right.
Well, you see, Dag's intrigued because he's never been in a place in a long time, at least not in a long time, with this much, this many bodies that are just in a sarcophagus. So it's kind of he's at an impasse. He's very intrigued by this, and this warning specifically has him very intrigued. So
WWDD.
What would Dag do, huh?
Dag's curious. He's very, very curious.
The stairs goes up about another 30 foot. Dag, if you're curious, you can... These things look like they could be opened up.
Do we notice that Dag's not with us?
Give me a perception check. Nope, you don't notice. You're busy following Elias and Garkin. Elias kind of turns back and he says, "Garkin, Barlin, I hear more water. I hear more water. It's actually quite loud. This is another cavern ahead with the stream still. The stream is going from our right to my left."
Cool. Let's check it out.
What you looking at?
I'm insanely curious about this.
Why not open? Let's have a look.
Dave, can I do a check on this? I'm trying to discern if there's anything magical properties about these sarcophagi. I'm not. I don't know if I believe the inscription on the side.
Can you read dwarf?
I don't think so.
Let's take a quick gander really quick on your sheet. Do you speak dwarf?
I do not.
You do not. Looks like a bunch of, I mean, you can tell that it's written in dwarvish, but you don't sense anything. You don't, I mean, it's not like you can just say, aha, that's magical or that's trapped.
I don't sense a magic about it or anything like that. Anything magical about any of the sarcophagi?
No, I mean, you can do detect magic if you'd like to. If you'd like to do another 10-minute ritual. Detect
yes,
magic
I would.
lasts for, what, a minute or so? Yeah, so, Zeus, what do you want to do during this 10 minutes as Dag is starting to set up his candles and his chalks and his incenses?
Do not open anything yet.
Oh, I was going to put these dwarf toes or fingers or whatever they are back in one of these.
Ooh,
Don't open one yet.
I'll wait.
I like that. Give yourself an
Zeus,
inspiration
keep
for that, Zeus. Yeah, give yourself an inspiration. I like that. All right, so 10 minutes. We'll come back to you two. Over here to the south, Barlin and Garkin. You can see that this does open up into another corridor. Well, another room. It's about 20 foot or so high. That stream is going from left to right flowing. And as you guys get up to the top of the stairs and Elias comes in, he points over to the southeast and he says, "Hey guys, check this out. There's a pit. There's a pit. Come on, let's take a look. It looks like water is going down into the pit." And then he kind of disappears around he takes off running and he disappears around the corner. You guys have massive tokens.
I know I can't make them any smaller.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Control and mouse wheel.
yeah, it used to work. It's not working for me
okay.
anymore. Yeah, I'll just drop more on there for you. Oh, guys, stop hitting that mouse wheel. There we go. All right, so I'm going to open up the rest of this as well. And there's actually a couple of things that you see that you notice as Elias is over here. The first thing is yes, you do see the river. It looks like it falls down into a pit. And then right here, there is a stairwell that is descending down. Another stairwell. And then over to the west, you can see that as you're looking upstream, it has another channel to where, God damn it, there's another channel that goes to the west. Right there.
I motion the Garcon to come see it, and then I whisper that the trogs are probably back up in this area.
Yeah, Elias says, let me get a, hold on guys, stay here. Let me go ahead, use my skills. Let me get some numbers. I'll be right back. So he very cautiously comes up into the stream here and disappears into the corner, well, around the corner. And then he just disappears. Okay, so a couple minutes are going to go by. Barlin and Garkin, do you guys want to do anything? He says, I'll be back. He says, if I'm not back in 3 minutes, just wait longer. And he kind of gives you like a shit-eating grin. And he disappears. So what do you guys want to do during this several minutes of time where Elias is going to do some reconnaissance? Anything?
I'm gonna fill my water skin up with some fresh water.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is nice water. Nice clean water, cool water. Especially it doesn't have the sun beating down on it. All right, so we'll come back to you guys in a couple minutes. We'll say that 10 minutes have gone by, and your detect magic spell is now active. And you're kind of looking around the room, Dag, and you see nothing that's magical. No type of magical auras that are emanating around this this chamber room. And except for the stuff that's, Zeus is carrying. But nothing seems to be magical in here.
So none of the sarcophagi suggests that there's anything magical about it. There's no magical properties about anything.
Nope.
So what would prevent me from opening one?
I don't know. I mean, you are a tiefling.
Zeus, could I get you to step out of the room? Let's go down to the very southern end down here by where we last saw the guys at. I want to try and open the first one here. I'm kind of curious. I don't want to open this one here if this is a trap. I'll come back down here.
I should have
I'm going to
a
open the
wraith
one
or
directly
something
in
come
front
out
of me.
every one of them.
Careful, boss.
But there's nothing in this room. That would be funny though. They've already had like
Where's
3 or 4
that damn
combats
kobold?
tonight, so nothing down here is even giving off any kind of magical auras.
Okay, then I'm going to open the casket standing right in front of me.
Sure, yeah, that's one of the caskets that had one of the names on it. And you just open it up, right? You got a crowbar or anything like that? Anything that can assist you or anything like that?
I have a little kobold.
You have a kobold with a magical lance. I mean, what? Yeah, that's like a Swiss army knife almost.
Swiss Army kobold.
Yeah.
Here, use that in the lance.
You open it up,
No, counterclockwise.
pop it open. Guess what? You find some treasure.
What am I looking at?
There is a ring. It is not glowing. And the ring is in the shape of a dragon, and the tail is kind of curled back into its mouth. Looks like it's probably worth about 120 gold or so. And then there's also a warhammer that has a garnet that's inserted into it, and it looks like it's probably worth about 110 gold. And it also has the same insignia that the helm had. So do you want to take this, or do you want to leave them in the sarcophagus? But nothing happens. No wraith pops up, no lich, nothing like that.
No sense of magic on any of the items.
Nope. I would tell you if there was, because detect magic would allow you to see it.
Ooh, pretty ring. Gimme.
That caught your eye. It does have a dragon, and you are a kobold, so
Yeah, we'll take them.
okay.
I'm going to proceed.
Who wants what? Who wants the warhammer?
I'll go and take the warhammer. I can carry a little bit. I don't have the bag of holding on me, but hey, Zeus, could I get you to run back and get the rest of the group? Last I saw them, they were heading south. I think they'll be interested.
Okay, south I go.
Okay, you've got the ring, you've got the warhammer. Zeus, I still need to put your lance on there. Just give me a second. All right, you guys eventually come back and find.
No, I headed south. Like you told me to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, south
I
as
didn't turn.
Okay, so you didn't.
I kind of literally took south. keep going?
Well, you
Because the other
probably
way
see them
would
when you
head
walk in,
back
right?
up north, right?
You would see them when you walk in.
Yeah, you would see them because
Oh, okay.
when you come in here, yeah,
Okay.
you would see them. Basically, they were kind of taking a little bit of an R&R, and they're down kind of filling up their
I got
water
you.
skins and stuff. So yeah, you definitely would have seen them. And then you see
Hey.
everything else in here as well.
Come back with us. Treasures.
What
Dagratch
treasure?
opened the coffin. No trouble.
He
Come
did.
on.
He did what?
We opened coffins. Got treasures. See my ring?
Oh, jeez.
He's got a warhammer. Let's go.
Go put that back.
No. It's a gift from Dagratch.
He stole it from the damn dwarves. Where the hell is he going?
Guys, Elias is back as well. So this is all kind of like happening at the same time. Elias comes back and says, Garkin, there's probably about a dozen of these troglodytes. Man, it stinks like crap in there. There's probably a dozen, but I think we could take them. It seems like it seems like they're breeding them over on the western side of this place, but there's like a major open cave area, and there's just crap strewn all over the place. And then there's a couple of side chambers that I was kind of skulking around in, and I actually saw a gated door, and there was a huge troglodyte. He's probably, I think he might have been the one in charge. I only saw one of his size, but I saw a bunch of young troglodytes, I saw some females, and then I saw a bunch of old, ragged-looking troglodytes, like missing eyes and stuff like that. There's probably about I'm going to say probably almost close to 2 dozen. But I mean, we took those other troglodytes so easy. I think we could probably take these guys. There's one big chamber, and then there's like another side chamber that branches off into like 4 other chambers. And there's troglodytes pretty much in every chamber. So I think if we systematically kind of go in a counterclockwise motion, we might be able to take these out. And it seems like there's quite a bit of treasure in one of the rooms. I'm definitely
Well, let's go
intrigued
grab
by
the
it.
other 2, and then we'll go back in there and take them out.
Elias has a short memory. Those troglodytes knocked him out.
Yeah, but
He was asleep
Garkin, we
most of
still
it.
took him out, though. I mean, we still took him out.
He didn't.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There's no I in team. And besides, you're all the way over in another chamber. You can't hear us talking right now.
I can hear the echo.
Too good.
Yeah,
Use our comm system.
Yeah. Our headsets, like in Starfinder. Do you copy? Gosh.
All right. Well, I'm going to meander back over there
God,
and see what the hell they got into.
That would be funny as shit,
gonna
hearing
bring
that kind of
back.
stuff. Garkin, can you hear me? I'm on my headset. Come in? Do you hear me? Sorry.
That's hilarious.
that's a nice effect.
Clean up on aisle number 12, please. Clean up on aisle number 12. Thank you.
That sounded like Winn-Dixie.
I hear that more than you know, Dave.
Oh, man.
All right. I walk up behind Dag and tap him on the shoulder and say, "What in the fuck are you doing?"
These things intrigue me. I didn't know if there was anything in them other than bodies. I didn't know if there was other stuff in here, but I couldn't resist.
Look, we found treasures. Let's open them all. More be more treasure.
I don't sense anything magical here. There's nothing magical in any of these sarcophagi at all. There's no reason why we can't open them.
Completely safe.
I wouldn't
It's
go
like a
that
damn
far.
infomercial.
I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
thinking.
keep waiting for somebody to step around the corner and go, "Crikey!"
I can't be any part of this. Desecrating the dead.
Now, Elias, Elias says, guys, back in that chamber, and he's coming in all winded and whatnot. He says, guys, there is a stairwell that's going down to an entire other cavern system. I mean, there's a lot more to this place, guys. I even saw a couple of doors. Man, this place is massive. Ruroc didn't say anything about how big this place was.
All right, I see the big warhammer that Dag's holding, and I said, "Tell you what,
It's got a
put those
beautiful
back."
gem inlaid in.
And we were asked to bring all the weapons back after we got through with this. So when we finish clearing out everything, we can go through and pull all the weapons out. But let's clean this out first.
I knew I had you.
I knew I had you, Buttercup.
Okay, now I'm gonna open the one to the left here, to my west.
Oh, all of these different sarcophagi?
I'm gonna start working with the one directly to my west. Yeah.
Yeah, there's pretty much a weapon in each one of these. But the only one that really has any value, and they're all nice, they all have the symbols of Duragan. So there's like 23 weapons, very nicely crafted weapons here. They're not magical, but they are of high quality. But the only one that has the gem was the one that was in the coffin in the sarcophagus that you actually opened up. But they all bear that symbol of Duragan, like I said. And it's the same symbol that's on that helmet.
What kind of gem is it?
It is I think I said a garnet?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
It was green, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say there were skeletons in these or not?
Yeah, oh yeah, there are.
Alrighty.
Big
Let me see
beards, yeah. Triple and quadruple beards and stuff knotted off, yeah. Oh yeah.
Any other stuff, like any armor?
Nothing useful now.
And no gold.
No gold.
Hey guys, there's a bunch of trogs we need to go kill.
I say we go kill the trogs now. We need a bag of holding to put this stuff in. So I know that somebody's got the bag of holding. Can we throw all that stuff in there? Because there's no way we're going to be able to carry all this stuff.
Garcon has it.
Oh yeah, that's a good
throwing it
idea.
in? 50-pound bag.
Yeah, it always weighs 15 pounds, but you can put a bunch of weight in it, and it never changes the 15-pound weight.
He did say he wanted all that stuff back.
It's still pretty heavy.
Yeah, he did say that there were quite a few weapons made by Duragan in here. Well, Durgadin. Sorry, that's my dyslexia there. Even though I've never been really told that I have that, but it happens to me all the time. No need to be diagnosed with that. I already know. So what do you say, adventurers? Which way do you want to go? Do you want to go over the dam? Do you want to go back? Do you want to go down do you want to go down those stairs into a whole nother labyrinth? Or do you want to go west into the troglodyte den?
This right here is a dam, right?
Yeah, that's a dam.
Well,
it's about 10 foot
Let's
up.
do what Elias told us to do and go counterclockwise. So let's start down here.
Okay.
I mean, if I could crawl over the dam, how high is it? I mean, it said 10 feet,
It's
right?
10 foot, yeah. It's 10 foot.
Oh,
Is there
we'll let
clearance?
him know that Garcon saw a bunch of trogs right in there. So
Well, here's another little area right here. And this is as you're kind of passing by. And,
I think that
Elias
was a
didn't even
mistake,
check it
yeah.
out. But this is a very, very long, narrow, low ceiling. Less than 10 foot ceiling. And as you are kind of looking in here, you can hear some snarling. And over in the southeastern corner, there is a huge, I mean, you've never seen anything like this before. It is a huge white lizard, and it's chained up in the very back of this chamber. In this earthen cave, and like I said, it's a low roof. It's like 8 to 10 foot tall, and there's a couple of huge silver chest inside of this chamber. And this thing actually notices that you're there, and it's, it looks like it's got these powerful jaws, and it's like snapping, and saliva's dripping off of the mouth, and it's kind of pulling the chain a little bit, and you can hear the chain kind of crunching as it's pulling the chain. But there's a couple of chests, and this huge, enormous, white, scaly lizard.
I would be cautious about attacking the white lizard right now because the echoing of this will draw all the little troglodytes down here. The lizard's not going anywhere, guys.
And you can see bones and stuff through all throughout this this cave.
All right, we'd ask Elias to lead us in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll lead you guys in. And I'll lead you guys in next time we play.
All right.
We're going to call it for tonight. So